right, guys, welcome back to the ALGS channel. Hope you guys are all doing well and having a great day so far. Happy Easter. Hope you guys are having a great day with your family, or just maybe doing something a little productive today. If not, hope you're having a great day playing some Apex Legends. If not, hope you're having a great day just chilling out at the house, watching some ALGS news because you love competitive esports like all of us. So, of course, like the video, subscribe to the channel. If you guys want to stay up to date with what's going on in the world of Apex Legends esports today, we have some drama going on in the scene. Unfortunately, not what you want to hear every day. But then we've also got to talk about what the update and the follow-up seems to be and what direction it might seem like we're going with the whole drop ships and the future of Apex Legends contest as far as esports are concerned. So let's go ahead and dive into what's going on in the scene. Firstly, wanted to make mention, I think this is Jay Lund, but anyways, a very successful person, I guess you would say, as far as the entire world is concerned for the APAC South region inside of the ALGS scene. I know it's not the biggest name or biggest team that you're probably aware of, but he's definitely outplacing a lot of us if we ever tried to do anything with the Pro League. So this guy has done decently well inside the Pro League, also decently well inside of some playoffs as well. And sadly enough, Jalen had took it to Twitter to say, don't really know what to say, but it's been a year and I still have not received my money from the ALGS competition. Sadly enough, you can go back and watch older videos on our channel where this is not the first time that it happened. And shortly after the conversation begins, it seems like the pros get paid. I think about a year and a half ago, we actually made a video with PvP and a couple other North American pros speaking up to say that it had been over a year since they were paid for the World Championship for the previous year before. And sadly enough, they were just getting so delayed. And finally, after we made a video, finally after pros began to speak out and say, me too, I didn't get paid either, then Respawn eventually, or EA, decided to pay up. And some were saying, well, it was just coincidental timing. We were just getting ready to pay anyway. Some say it was because they all spoke up to begin with. But sadly enough, seems like this is possibly going around the block again. Hopefully these players, if they haven't been paid, will get paid sometime soon. But if you guys are not aware of who this player actually is, but 2 years ago, back when Zero and Jin Burton were playing off of Dark Zero inside of the APAC South Division under like RIG, they were basically involved in this scene as well, getting 10th place inside of the 2022 Split 2 Pro League for APAC South, and then also 7th place for the Split 1 playoffs also. So these guys are definitely, they know what they're doing. 2021 championship, got 12th place for APAC South, and these guys have definitely shown their worth and definitely been around the block, like I said. And to not be paid, obviously it's not something you want to see, and to be for that long, yeah, it is some red flags, but hopefully we get some things situated and sorted out very, very soon. Also wanted to mention a little bit of an update because I know we made mention of these metas and these legends that are being picked right now for ALGS. And has it shifted? Is it changed? Is it going to change based upon the last patch? Well, like we mentioned, it seems like we're still going around in this Bangalore Bloodhound Caustic meta, and you still see a little bit of Conduit. But what one of you guys pointed out inside of the comment section yesterday was that Conduit is really only being played because of the contests that still seem to be going on. However, if Apex is seemingly going to this new dropship phase where there is not really going to be this contest, they're just simply going to be selecting in a draft snake POI, then you just drop down to your POI and it's less of a whole, like Hal said, it kind of defeats the purpose of the contest. Well, you didn't really have a lot of good feedback from some of these pros, one being Imperial Hal. Weird enough, his coach, obviously on the same team, has a total different opinion. So here's what Hal had to say and why he does not think that this is a good idea at all. My presumption is that with an opinion like Hal's, who has so much influence, we might not ever even see this dropship change because they are looking for feedback. And if they hear what Hal has to say with so many voices probably backing him, it might not go too well. Take a look at what Hal had to say.
Whenever they introduce that dropship where you just fucking fly out immediately,
that shit is so
you're gonna have fun with that. You're gonna have fun with that.
Whoever was literally behind the playtest and said, yeah, that's good, use fucking brain damage.
It takes away all the skill of contesting.
Literally fucking brain damage, but like people, whoever wasn't like in that playtest.
Chill, bro. It's JB's.
Well, yeah, but he's like the dev, but like the players that were like, yeah, it's good, it's fucking brain damage. That's probably like fucking X said in there talking about, oh my god, the flight paths are so bad, we need to make sure they get to be more balanced. Like.
Now, even though I do believe that Hal's words have a lot of weight, and if you have an opinion coming from Hal that is not even subjectively saying like, oh, it's close, maybe I understand what it's very clear that he does not like this idea. He doesn't like this change. How many other pros are agreeing with that? And does Respawn look at Hal as saying, well, we really don't want to tick this guy off because he quite frankly is the biggest creator and the biggest pro player in our entire scene. If we tick him off, we might be in bad news or we might be in, high waters. But his coach Raven, on the other hand, has a total opposite approach, and we've seen Hal overcome what he thinks based upon what Raven thinks if Raven can prove it to a certain degree. Especially we've seen this in times past with their play styles, and it's worked out for them. So here's a little bit of a different opinion of what their coach Raven had to say. Roll the clip.
I agree. Contesting is giga cringe, and there's literally nothing you can do to stop someone from contesting you. It could be LAN finals, and you couldn't stop someone from contesting you. And what the fuck are you supposed to do about it? Contesting is cringe as fuck. Why is this nice? Why do I like this? I like this because I don't like contesting. Contesting is literally the worst part of the game. Easily the worst part of the game. I hate contesting. I despise it. I hate having to do it. It's horrible. Even though, I mean, I've pushed us to contest when we need to. So it's not like it's ever stopped me from contesting when we need to, but I still absolutely detest it. Also, the stress of knowing that you can just get a 0-point game 30 seconds into the game sucks. Sometimes when it's not even your fault. So fuck contesting. The other thing is, this is going to force people to actually have to understand the game holistically, which I'm not gonna lie, not many players and not many teams do. Not many teams actually understand the game holistically. And I mean, they don't understand how to play the game outside of their one PUI that they learn through habits and trial and error and months of practice. They don't actually understand the game. So this increases the skill ceiling, and it also even puts a little bit more extra pressure for you to perform. Not that there wasn't already pressure, but like, yeah, this is going to test the best IGLs and their ability to play the game outside of what they immediately know. And the other thing that's really important to understand, chat, is that every team is going to have a different hierarchy or tier list of the POIs they want, right? So if we talk about the best POIs on Stormpoint, right? I don't know. For example, Dark Zero might still go mill over Elrod. That could be a possibility, right? Like, I'm not saying that's necessarily what they think, but I'm just saying, like, some teams might default to... It's basically the tier list for everyone's POIs for every team is not going to be the exact same. There's going to be some preferences. There's going to be, like, habit or comfort POIs, right, in that sense. So it's not going to be just one-to-one, oh, this is the best POI, okay, I get the next one, and then so on and so forth down the list.
So interesting to see what you guys actually think. And do you think this feature will actually ever come? I think it had a better chance, honestly, if it would have never got leaked out and it was just like something they could give feedback on and then maybe like grow from it. But as of now, it seems like it's very one-sided from some of the pros, especially those who have a very amplified voice, that they don't like the change, and maybe we actually don't go in that direction at all. Just as we wrap the video up, want to give you guys a little bit of a brief schedule about how these playoff matches should work and the schedule that they should be going down. Obviously, we are looking at about a month's time from now before this starts, but just to prepare you a little bit, of course, we start with Group A versus B. This is pretty traditional of a way to do things, but this is going to be the 2-Rat-1 controller, Aurora, Cloud9, Crazy Raccoon, Dark Zero, Disguise, Geared, Kinatrip, Legacy, Luminosity, MDY White, Navi, Never to Change, Omit, Oxygen Esports, Reject, Winity, Serenity, Team Burger, TYK, and Yokoyari. Honestly, I think this might be one of the sleeper group play matches because a lot of people are looking for your bigger team names like your TSMs going up against the Furias and such, and all these. Maybe you consider this a little bit less stacked of a group, but honestly, these are fair groups. These are definitely got some. These got some big names in it. Aurora, the #1 from EMEA, Dark Zero, #1 from North America. So the two #1 teams from very big prominent regions. This is something to write home about. Legacy is also in here. I think you're going to see some upsets. I think you're going to see some North American teams possibly run into some roadblocks here. I don't think every single North American team is going to make it into the next round of like, I don't think they're all going to make top 10. You will probably have one North America team that at least struggles and goes into the bottom 10 here, and it's very likely to happen, but they will be the first games to start it off. That's going to be May the 2nd at 1 p.m. Eastern time according to Liquipedia, and then we should go into the next 30 minutes for game 2, 30 minutes later for game 3, and so on and so forth. And then Group C versus D should be playing right after that, and that's going to be later on that night as well. So you'll go back to back, and that's going to be obviously TSM playing in this one. And so I'm also really looking forward to this one because this is the one where TSM is going to be playing. Wonton Dumpling is going to be in here. SSG, Riddle, Passion, 07, Northeption, Moist, Made in Heaven, Legends Gaming, Heroes, HAO, Fnatic, Furia, Elevate, Complexity, Boogie Borders, BR Demons, Alliance, and AUV in DY. Really interested to see how those Chinese teams play that just basically got invited, AUV and also never to change. We don't really know as much about them as I think we do some of these other region teams, but I'm really interested to see if they just show up and pop off. And I'm really excited to see if we're going to respect a new region. Maybe one of these South American teams has a really good day and finally we'll start, you know, respecting them a little bit more, hoping for an underdog to really show up in some of these and some really good stories to be told. Let me know what you guys are thinking down in the comment section below about all the topics mentioned in today's video. Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay up to date with all things inside of the ALGS scene. And until the next time, we will see you all later, Gators. Happy Easter, by the way.